Welcome to another episode of Hugo Smokes. I'm your host Hugo, and today I'm going to be smoking the Dunbarton Tobacco Trust Sobremesa Brulee Wagashi, and this here is a 6x50 Toro, and it is dressed in an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper over binders from Mexico, San Andres to be exact, and fillers from Nicaragua. This is the third installment of the Brulee series. Again, this cigar was gifted to me by Mr. Cigar Collective Peter. He sent over an immense amount of cigars that are his favorite, that are popular right now, and pretty much they're all bangers. Thank you very much, Peter. So this is the third installment. I already smoked the other two, so excited to see what this one has in store. And by the way, this one was blended exclusively for Cigar Dojo. That's what the band says. Another fun fact is that Wagashi is actually the dessert we all know as mochi, which is that ice cream wrapped around that, I don't know, flour dough thingy. I love it, especially like the pistachio and green tea. It's great. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at this beautiful, silky, smooth wrapper, which is almost caramel in color. Very nice. Some prominent veins there. Beautiful, ornate bands on this baby. I love the light lime green and gold color scheme. It just goes great. You know, just the regular crown that they all have, and a footband as well. Say Sobremesa. Nicely packed foot. Pigtail cap, which I think it's, I don't know if it's a single or a double. Kind of hard to tell. It's a little bit sloppy though. Alright, let's go ahead and cut it up and test the draw. Just as I suspected, it's a box press, so it's pretty wide open. One thing I gotta point out is that most people allege this one has a sweet tip. For me, the original Brulee has a way sweeter tip than this one. The blue it was semi-sweet. This one is not sweet at all. Call me crazy, but all right, let's go ahead and light it up and see what we get. Remove the footband. All right, right off the bat, lots of citrus zest. That's bitter. On the long finish, some cedary, woody notes. There's a little bit of spicy sting that's lingering on the tongue. Very little though. It's barely perceivable. Alright, let's go ahead and see what the Retro Hell has to offer us. Overall, the smoke is very nice and semi-creamy, semi-arid on the retrohale. The sting at max on this light up is, I would say, around a 2 out of 10. There is a nice sweet confectionery note coming through the retrohale, as well as some cedary note. It's very nice. It's tolerable. It's manageable. Pretty tame in my opinion. Not stinging at all on the sinus. That sweet nutty note is coming in nicely and subtly into the profile. So yeah, all right, let me go ahead and smoke this down past the first third, and I'll be back for my first update. Welcome back. I'm at the end of the first third of this Wagashi. As you can see, the ash fell quite a bit of whiles. I wasn't expecting it to hold up because it's a box press. They're usually rolled pretty loosely, but the burn line is nice and semi-straight. The ash is flaky, a little bit of a darker ash. And this cigar does produce numerous amounts of smoke. You can see it breathing nicely there. So it's pretty consistent from light up, getting mainly cedary notes. No more of that spicy sting on the tongue. It's a very nice and creamy smoke. Mild body, in my opinion. On the retrohale, I can really taste that floralness and that nutty, creamy sweetness. The retrohale sting might have increased a little bit, maybe a 3 or 4 out of 10. Nothing that's not manageable, but you know, I do advise a little bit of caution, because if you actually do like a full retrohale, you'll get like a little bit of sting. I don't know. I mean, I like retrohaling cigars all the time, and sometimes I find myself retrohaling like every puff, which, you know, in reality, that's kind of good because you're getting the full experience on the cigar. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying this cigar, and let me go ahead and smoke this down to the second third, and I'll be back for my next update. Welcome back. I'm at the end of the second third of this Wagashi. As you can see, the ash is stacked now. It's holding up a little bit. The burn line is a bit askew, but it's a work in progress. Nothing to worry about. It's still performing magnificently, in my opinion. It is a very fast burning cigar. It's a box press, loosely rolled, you know. But here on the second third, not much to report. The citrus bitterness and the cedar kind of took over the profile. They're predominant notes now. On the retrohale, on the long finish, there's a floral note that's perceivable. The retrohale sting keeps on increasing within each third. Now it's like about a 5 or 6 out of 10. To be honest with you, it's kind of smoking like Connecticut now. There's still a little bit of sweetness way in the background. It's quite enjoyable when you get it. It's kind of oscillating, coming in and out of the profile. But that's what it is. And let me go ahead and smoke this down all the way to the nub, or as far as I can, and I'll be back for my final update and closing thoughts on this Wagashi. Welcome back. I'm at the end of the Sobremesa Wagashi. As you can see, the ash is holding on like a champ. The burn line cut up nicely. And still producing clouds of smoke. And we got sunshine now. Started this video early in the morning. The cloud cover burned off already. But anyway, back to the cigar. Here at the last third, getting an abundance of cedary, floral notes on the palate. There's a little bit of anise that's coming in and out of the profile, which is pretty nice in my opinion. I actually enjoy that note. especially when it lingers on the palate. It's very enjoyable. On the retrohale, also getting that cedary, semi-floral note, a little bit of sweetness still. The retrohales thing is pretty consistent with the second, third, about a 5 or 6 out of 10. Oh, and the ash just fell. Alright, so to wrap up the cigar, the first and last thirds were my favorite on the cigar. They were the more balanced sections, in my opinion. The second third was smoking a little bit too much like a run-of-the-mill Connecticut for me. And this cigar has been burning for an hour and 30 minutes. It feels like all the cigars burn like an hour and 30 minutes for me. That's kind of weird. And I'm not even like lying about it. It's like right there. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so those are the pros. The con, just the second, third was mediocre for me. So the price point on this cigar, again, it's up there. $17 to $19 depending if you buy a single 5-pack or a box of 13 on this one. For this one here, I'm actually gonna rate it a 5-pack worthy, just because the price point is kind of pricey, you know. In reality, I would actually buy a box for myself on this one, but for the purpose of the review and taking into account the financial element of it, a 5-pack is decent. You will enjoy the cigar, and if not, you can hand some out to the friends or whatnot. But that's all I have on this video. Thank you, Peter, for giving me the whole lineup of the Sobremesas. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate your friendship as well, and all the cigars that you sent me, bro. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.